I don't know Kendrick Lamar, but shout out to him, man. He's doing a great job of fusing together, the new and the old, um, and just building it up for the coast and that unity, at least a unified front, to everybody else. So
Yeah,
it's
I
dope,
feel
man.
like I
Dope
feel like
time.
hip hop is on its way back to being reputable and respectable and more
Yeah,
intelligent rather and
yeah,
less about consumption and more about
yeah,
creation and communication.
yeah, yeah. I hope so. All we can do is do our best. It's pretty far gone. So all you can do is try to, be an example. Um, I'll tell you this: I've gone up, just starting to work out some of my new records in front of audiences I didn't know, a little bit younger audience, and they're all drawn in every time. Just the realness and the storytelling, and being comfortable and confident enough to be vulnerable in your music
Yes.
is needed. The '90s and some of that stuff, just earlier times, people had to be a little more tough, had to be a little more sheltered. You couldn't give that information away to protect yourself. But now that hip hop, is 50 years old, 51 years old, we're a little more grown. I think it's on us to provide those stories, especially for our young men, young women, to have something to listen to just set an example and kind of provide a path and some different perspective, other things to think about.
Yeah, and also connect and let them know that we've been through these emotions too. It is the
Yeah,
human experience that we all go through. You think you're by yourself and you think it's
yeah,
only happened to you and you live in this bubble, but
yep,
that's some of the things I go through with some of the kids I mentor, my own family, my sons and my daughter. It's
yep,
like, listen, all this has happened a lot of times before it's happened to you, and this is how you have to go through it to grow through it,
right.
and
Great
for
quote.
more artists to start expressing themselves and, like you mentioned, being vulnerable, sharing some of the failures that have planted future seeds of success, I think
Yeah,
are necessary for expression for a lot of these artists to be
yeah,
inspired by it and know that it's not all success. There's so many failures that you have to go through in order to be successful, that unless you are forged through that, you ain't built for that. You won't be able to handle it
right.
when the success does come.